Have you heard anything about what's happening right now in Northwest Indiana?
Every time I talk about what's going on with Indiana, my video gets taken down. Every single time. There's a crisis. Flooding happened.
Oh, the tree fell!
And people aren't talking about it.
Hey, bruh, I don't know who need to hear this, but I've been in Gary my whole life, gang. Never, and when I say never, it's like the shit was planned, bro.
I am so tired of coming back to empty blackness. I'm so tired of being in the fucking dark. My son's passed out in the back. We've been driving around all day. Didn't really get to charge up the devices, but y'all know the drill. On the way in the door, we've got our flashlights. I've got my pew-pew. And we finna get in this house.
So we at day 10, bro? We still in there, bro?
Have y'all heard what's going on with Gary?
What you talking about, Willis?
Not Gary Coleman, Gary, Indiana. Right now, they're going on 2 solid weeks without any electricity. And for some reason, they're not able to get their word out on social media. Let's take a look at what's going on in Gary, Indiana right now. What it look like TV.
I am back. What it do, baby?
YouTube's own Varnell Hill.
Did you miss me?
Your very own spokesman for the Insidians. We're inside and we're comfortable.
They're so comfortable.
And I'm back with another one. Now today I just have a national news story that's for some reason not a national news story and we're hearing nothing about it. Gary, Indiana right now hasn't had electricity for 2 weeks. And parts of Northwest Indiana are still without electricity, but for some reason they are dancing all around Gary, Indiana, and none of Gary, Indiana has any electricity. And for some reason, the word hasn't been able to be spread on social media.
Every time I talk about what's going on with Indiana, my video gets taken down. Every single time. There's a crisis. Flooding happened.
Oh, the tree fell! The tree fell!
The tree fell. There.
No! Oh, please! Down!
The two trees there fell.
The trees fell in our car.
Wow. Ollies. Good stuff, free. If you dare to swim. That's crazy.
And people aren't talking about it. And there's a clear reason why people aren't talking about it. 8 days people have been without food, electricity, water, and I haven't seen anything on my For You page except today. There's one video. So I looked it up.
This shit, light poles, all that shit still f***ed up. We by Miller. We by the lake. Don't none of us got power over here. None of us. Trees still every f***ing well.
And I made a video about it. Within 1 minute of it being posted, it was a violation. So I don't know if this video is going to get out, but if it does, look up what's going on with Indiana right now. And why aren't we seeing anything about it?
2 weeks counting with no electricity and in a lot of cases, no water.
This is the third night in a row we have been unable to secure a hotel or a generator. And I think I'm going f***ing insane. My name's Aja, and I'm still in the dark. I know a lot of people don't like to hear me curse, but things just keep getting worse and worse. We are now under a boil advisory. I was informed by someone at the sanitation district that the longer we don't have power, the less they're going to be able to basically filter and clean the water. So we need to boil everything on the stove with no power. And Carter needs hot water and food. Start. Oh, shit. Guess who's gonna have warm milk? Me and the kids are running out of fresh clothes. I've been trying to find a laundromat. I am supposed to go back to nursing school on Monday, and as of now, I don't know if I'll be able to do that because of the lack of regular essentials. I'm doing the best that I can. As you can see, this is Carter's favorite.
It's like a horror movie out here. We've got helicopters everywhere. The roads are parking lots. It's like we're all trying to exit town and there's no gas, no power, nowhere to go. We're stuck. The car is officially off, no gas. It's hot. We got all the doors open. And Admir's annoyed, so I'm gonna stop updating you guys. He wants me to sit here in hot silence and just burn up and do nothing. It's literally nuts. Okay, so we were able to get an Uber and we are just going to abandon our car and get home and figure it out later.
So we're just going to ignore the fact that Gary, Indiana has no power for 9 days. You guys need to realize that they can do this for the whole entire United States. So we need to take this as a serious matter. Not having power right now can be very, very dangerous, y'all. Like, living in society is middle of August and it's extremely hot. Your food is already disgusted, contaminated, and then on top of that, you don't have any power, no water, anything. They are trying to put us all under attack, y'all. This is something we need to go help Gary, Indiana, whatever it is we need to do, because this could literally be everywhere. And then what?
When she started talking about the refrigerators and the food, she wasn't lying. Everybody right now is well past the point to where they had to throw everything that they had away in those refrigerators.
I live in Gary, Indiana, but it's been over 240,000 people without power. No lights, no Wi-Fi, can't charge your phone. It's women taking cold showers. Everybody's refrigerators off. It's restaurants closed. My neighbor's been barbecuing meat every night, and his kids outside playing, having fun as fuck in the dark because there's no school. I'm sure y'all been getting that foul smell I've been smelling in my kitchen though, so I decided to clean the fuck up. I'm washing my refrigerator out, and since it's off, I'm gonna let it air out until the power back on. We've been without power for like 5-6 days now, and who the fuck shot at NIPSCO, and why is somebody going around throwing shit on people? And I know y'all heard about that person that had that damn TV in the McDonald's this morning playing a video game. They said all the liquor stores packed. They say some people got power and some don't. And then they talking about the mayor. But listen, he only one person. So y'all clean the damn trees up yourself. Hopefully the elder's safe. And anybody that's on medication or machine still good. And all the kids that got illnesses get well. We've been outside every night. But mom always said make sure the house clean first. Mentally, I'm peaceful. I'm healed. I'm fasting. I'm praying. And I'm appreciative of the things I now realize are privileges. And at night, I relax. It's still no power. But I got boxes on. One sock halfway off. I use my tripod to make a lamp for me while I read a book. I'm finna scroll TikTok and Instagram right now though. Time for some sleep. Sight.
I agree with everything he said, but when he got to the part about the mayor's busy, clean them trees up by yourself. Yeah, you could pick some branches and stuff up, but the way these trees were falling in Gary, you're gonna need some help from the city or some help from somebody, and it's gonna be expensive.
Reported live from my fucking backyard. Natural disaster. Channel 9 News. My fucking backyard. A whole goddamn tree came out the goddamn soil. Welcome to Gary, Indiana. I am known as the Titty Man, becoming live to show you that a big tree just hit my backyard. Do you not see this? This is a spectacular, bro. This what happens. You gotta stay in the house, man. A sinkhole, damn that. This is like a dungeon. Titty Man in a dungeon. Look at this. Look at this.
And put on a bra.
My backyard still ruined. Light pole ripped the out of my crib. So even after they do cut the lights back on, fix this shit, and then I could come back the home. See what the people said at the tree removal place. They said they can't remove no trees in our backyard because it's on private property. So I gotta pay for a tree removal to get this shit the fuck up. And it ain't just no little shit. There's a bunch of fucking shit, gang. Like, all of this shit. All of those is trees and shit. Garage up all type of shit.
Now, honestly tell me, how are you gonna clean that up? Honestly tell me, what you gonna do about that problem?
My name's Aja, and I'm going on day 7 of having no power in one of Indiana's worst blackouts and one of the highest crime cities in Indiana. As you can see from the bags under my eyes, I'm tired. First things first, I have no food. That refrigerator is as empty as my soul right now. I don't know how you don't get I live in a food desert, so we literally survive off Family Dollars and one grocery store that sells old expired produce that they get from other grocery stores, and even those are closed. I also have an autistic daughter, which means her screen time has been 0 and my irritation time has been 100. And before you talk about autistic parents and tablets, please know that her educational games are my only time where she doesn't scream and holler, so we're not having that time. We have something very simple set up for the bathroom. We have these little lanterns that we bought from Walmart. They are battery powered. You just pop them down and then you pop them back up when you have to go TT. As you can see, per usual, our favorite is doing what he does best, sleeping. It is extremely hot and humid. Inside my house is 80 degrees because we have no AC and there's a hole in multiple parts of my roof from that lovely tree deciding to collapse. As of right now, they're telling us that they don't know when our power would be back on. First, they told us Friday, then they accused someone of shooting at NIPSCO. Yes, shooting at the NIPSCO worker, and have paused all restoration power in our area attempts to further notice.
Gary, Indiana. This is day 7 of no power. I'm here at the Hudson Campbell today. Lowe's is giving away 300 buckets to the first 300 cars that pull up. The buckets are full of supplies, things you need. The mayor's here talking to people. Y'all get here now if you want a bucket. They probably almost gone.
If you come from any urban setting, you pretty much forget what darkness really looks like because it's always some type of artificial lighting around. When it's no lighting at all, when it's no artificial lighting at all, it gets extremely dark, especially at nighttime.
Hey y'all. So for some reason, TikTok keep on blocking my videos saying I'm violating community guidelines, but they not even giving me a reason. I know y'all ain't mad that I'm putting a real word out there. All right, now I'm gonna try not to say nothing crazy so that this video don't get blocked or took down by TikTok. So y'all, basically this is Miller, Gary, Etna, however y'all want to put it. This is the beach. So me and my man decided we was gonna go by the beach last night just to see what it looked like over there. Now y'all know that little back road that you gotta turn down to get into the beach. They do have trees down over there, so be careful. But it does seem as if those may have failed afterwards. You know what I'm saying? It is 1000% pitch black dark everywhere, y'all. And then I see a lot of people saying like some people up in Miller have power. I'm not gonna lie, when we was riding through, we seen some people ring lights on, some people TVs on, but it was only one house that had they gotta make the generators. They probably are the CEO of the generator because ain't no way. But y'all, I just want to say, please be safe. Don't be out here flying. I know a lot of people is flying through these street lights. Like, y'all, somebody could be on the other side thinking the same thing. Like, please be cautious and be smart. There has been reports that somebody is up on 25th throwing stuff at people's cars. Y'all, please be safe at nighttime. They have already started looting people's houses, looting people's cars, because we ain't got no stores out here to loot. And it's only a matter of time before they start getting into these gas stations. No power. We have no help. All right, hold on. Please, everybody, Google Gary, Indiana. And I'm not talking about the surrounding areas that barely needed any help, that just have their power out. I'm talking about Gary, Indiana, who has trees on top of houses. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm trying to make sure this is PG-13 so that they don't block me for some mysterious reason. They're not even giving me reasons that they blocking it. Like, y'all just mad I'm putting a real word out there. And then they go to the house that I was telling y'all about. How do your whole crib, you even got stuff outside? Like, interesting. Who is that? But y'all, please, if you out here, you got to be safe. Do not be flying through here. It's still trees down suddenly. It's still power lines down. It's debris in the road. And people thinking the same thing as you. So if you flying through, somebody else probably flying through. And they have announced, y'all, it looks like we may not have power until next Tuesday or Thursday. So do what you got to do.
We're going to be all right. It's literally going to be fine. I'm Aja. This is Carter. And we are still in the dark. It's been 8 days, no power. But we have a very notable birthday on the charts. Everybody tell Carter happy birthday. To get him a happy birthday bone, courtesy of all of Carter's fans. Also got him a rope. As you may not know, last night got really crazy. There were a lot of pew pew shots right outside of my door. We actually just heard some coming in. So guess what we did? We went to Bass Pro Shop and got some. Just in case you didn't know, it is pitch black dark still in this house everywhere. Actually, you don't even street a street light, do you? Tonight, it's me and the kiddos. So we're literally spent all day charging our devices, and we will be actually singing happy birthday to Carter, giving him his special bone that was gifted to him. We will be watching whatever movies are left on my laptop. I'll be using that as a power bank, and no update on where we are at with power because our governor don't care about the little blue spot in this big red state.
When I tell y'all, it's literally like Gotham City out here. It really is. You're probably looking at the flash from my camera, but my windows are open. And if you could look out my windows, you're probably seeing the lights from the cars going down the street. I'm in the 46408 area code. We have no water here. We have no power, and people are not believing me when I say we have no water. It's because I'm in a mobile home park. And the Geary Sanitation Department has to have power in order to clear out our pumps for sewage. So until we get power, they had to cut the water off because the sewage is backing up. I'm going to post a picture that my mobile home park management just sent showing the down power lines literally on the next block. There's still a lot of down power lines. There's still a lot of trees laying all over the place. It's Wednesday night at about 11 o'clock. We've been without power since Tuesday, and I believe they cut the water off while I was out of town, Friday, Saturday. I came back from out of town, and it's even worse. American Red Cross has been out here. We got porta potties all in the mobile home park. Neighbors got their generators chained to trees because they've been out here stealing generators. They've been breaking into people's cribs. It's just been madness. And the whole incident about the NIPSCO worker getting shot at, that's not what really happened. They was robbing people at the gas station where he was working at, and somebody got yacked at for trying to get robbed. And just so happened, the NIPSCO worker was there. So no, they was not shooting at NIPSCO. It was a whole different type of incident. He was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. But when it's pitch black out here, y'all know niggas gonna be niggas, and I ain't just talking about black people. Niggas gonna be niggas. So whatever help y'all can send out here to us, please do so. We need water. We need food, but we ain't got no refrigerator. I got blessed by my wonderful clients to send me some stuff. They've been really taking care of me. And all in all, this has been mental stress. This is really depressing. I'm thankful for the people that I have in my corner, but I know a lot of people don't have the resources that I have. So whatever help that I can extend to my neighbors, I'm doing so. But I'm just asking if y'all can help at all, please do so.
So we at day 10, bro. We still in there, bro. They saying Keith Lee supposed to be out here. They saying niggas still shooting at the NIPSCO trucks, bro. Like, I got a Corso, so when I let them out to potty, like, we saw some people on hard hats, but, like, I think they tree removal. I don't think they got nothing to do with electricity, but we still managing, bro. I had some chicken last night, but, like, I'm, like, chicken done, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I ain't think like food scarcity be like a whole thing. I think I'm gonna have to go like eat some beaver butt or like go kill a deer or something, cause like I'm hungry and I'm so tired. Like I cook, I don't be out buying food. I be cooking, bro, and I can't even really cook for real because where I'm gonna put it? Where I'm gonna put it when I'm done? I gotta eat all that in one day or like I'm done so.
One thing that I noticed throughout this whole video is people keep talking about somebody shot at the NIPSCO worker.
I don't know which one of you dumbasses shot at the NIPSCO workers, the electricians or whatever, but y'all are some dumbasses.
I've been around the block several times, and I done sat courtside at plenty of these natural disasters. And one thing that I'm always starting to notice, when they drag their feet and they drop the ball and they're late getting somewhere, which is usually a black community, all of a sudden the blame gets turned back on the community, and all of a sudden it's all this violence being perpetrated, but it's never no news articles or anything about this. Like, this happens pretty much every time, if I'm being honest with y'all. It's some type of an excuse where it's the community's fault that they didn't do their job.
I remember when Houston lost power and they were sending linemen from all over the country to go help them. And do you guys remember what they were saying was happening in the neighborhoods in Houston? Yeah, they were saying that the linemen were being shot at. Y'all remember that? They were saying that the linemen were being attacked in the black community, and they weren't going to those communities to help them because of that. Well, that's exactly what's happening in Gary, Indiana. And if you didn't know, Gary, Indiana has been without powers for the last 6 straight days. And 2 nights ago, supposedly, allegedly, someone shot at what was a Jeep Cherokee that was being used by a NIPSCO contractor at 1:30 in the morning. And according to the news, black people were outside shooting at them, and so they couldn't go into Gary to restore their power because they didn't want to be shot at. But what the streets are saying is that this was in the neighborhood at 1:30 in the morning with his lights out, and no one knew who he was, and they've been robbing people, if you didn't know that, and they thought he could be stealing. They didn't tell you that on the news, now did they? Seems like it's always the same story when it comes time to fixing things in those neighborhoods.
You all want us to believe that while NIPSCO, the utility company, was helping to get the power turned back on in Gary, Indiana, this predominantly black neighborhood, that someone of this predominantly black neighborhood that is in need of electricity and water and food decided to shoot up the utility vehicle. And you want us all to believe that because you want the narrative to consistently be that the black community is ruthless. You want the narrative to have a level of savagery, so that way it can be excused as to why there is no urgency to help this specific community. Because you see white people all in the comment, oh, that is to be expected. Who didn't expect that? Anyone with a logical fucking brain. Duh.
I know what a lot of y'all may want to believe, and I know what y'all may have been told, but human beings are human beings. And we live in a country and a society where electricity is one of the most important things. People can't even charge their phones, and you know phones are lifeblood right now. People don't have water. So I'm placing my money on people being willing to help NIPSCO at this point.
Then you talking about gonna be without power for 2 weeks? Listen to that shit. That don't sound like the Stone Age to y'all, bro. Think about all the shit you can't do without electricity. I seen so many people at food places that's food trucks and some more shit. Like, bro, this is crazy as like, hell the fuck on a serious note, bro. It might not be no coming back from this as fast as I think. So, after this, all you could do is prepare.
Ask yourself this one question. All these natural disasters, you done sat courtside right along with me. How come it's always only the electrical guy that's getting shot at? It's never the tree guy. It's never nobody delivering the gas. It's never nobody working on the roads. It's nobody that's delivering goods to the gas stations. It's always only the electrical guy. And when you ask the CEO why they slacking, he don't even bring these incidences up.
Tonight, one-on-one with the president of NIPSCO, the utility company answering the I-Team's questions after a newly filed lawsuit claims NIPSCO did not do enough to protect consumers in Indiana from the widespread power outages. NIPSCO's president tells me the company is working tirelessly to get everyone's lights back on, but this lawsuit suggests that more could have been done to prevent this massive disruption from happening.
This is not the kind of storm that Northwest Indiana and NIPSCO has likely ever seen, and certainly not in my career.
Vince Parisi, the president and CEO of NIPSCO, addressing the I-Team's questions about the devastating power outages that hit Northwest Indiana and why tens of thousands of people are still in the dark for nearly 2 weeks.
The size and the amount of tree damage that came down on our system that took out wires and poles and substations is unprecedented. And unless we underground the entire system, it's very difficult to prevent.
That video continued on for several more minutes, and not once did he bring up anything about anybody being shot at, anybody being any type of harm's way. Like it was he didn't bring none of that up. He just kept bringing up the 100-mile-an-hour winds from the storm and the damage the storm caused and how much damage the storm caused, and they have a problem on their hand. And now they even have a lawsuit up against them because the people are saying that they could have prepared more and cut down some of the vegetation around the lines. But none of that did he mention anything about somebody being shot at or people being, under duress to have to do their jobs. I think a lot of times we just love a good story. It sound good, so we take it and run with it. Now, don't get it confused, man. I'm not saying that it's not dangerous out there right now. But even the people that wanted it to be dark for several nights, I guarantee you after 11, 12 nights, man, they done had enough. Everybody has had enough at this point. Like to think that people are trying to keep themselves back in the Stone Ages and they want to sell y'all that. Y'all must really think people are barbaric, man. Y'all must really think people are barbaric, man. It just doesn't add up. And they gotta remix the story and at least try to give us a different spin on it somehow. But to keep telling us the same story over and over again, where it's obvious what you did. What you did was you took care of your donors first. That's what happened. You took care of the donors and the people that's casting votes first, and you're leaving the people in the hood and the communities last. But don't keep turning around and blaming it on, the community like the community did something wrong. This is a coordination failure on the point of the electric company, and it's coming out behind the scenes that y'all not trying like y'all said y'all trying.
Oh, the plot thickens with Indiana. So as I'm scrolling through social media, I see that a lineman has commented on somebody's video. He works for ComEd. ComEd is the largest utility company in Illinois. He said that his employer reached out to NIPSCO, the utility company that's in Indiana. And his employer asked NIPSCO days ago if they could assist to restore power in Indiana. And NIPSCO rejected their offer. Now I'm going to show you the screenshot of what it is that he said so people can see. And just to clarify, he's a storm chasing lineman. A lineman is an electrical line worker. And specifically, they travel across regions when there's a natural disaster like a hurricane or a tornado with the goal of rapidly responding to power outages. His first message reads, "Lineman here. I was working one county over in Illinois for ComEd. We got released by ComEd 3 days ago. Our employer reached out to NIPSCO to see if we could assist efforts to restore power. NIPSCO rejected, taking on more resources and sent us packing back to Iowa." He continues in the comments and said, "Yep, we came 500 miles away, working literally 15 minutes from NIPSCO property. And yet they told them that they did not need any help and to go home." But here's the kicker. He says that he questions whether NIPSCO is reporting the data accurately because as a storm chasing lineman, he actually tracks outage data. So they watch these sites religiously. And he says specifically in Indiana, numbers have been extremely irregular from what we would see from a typical storm. Utility companies do this to try and head off public criticism.
That's one of many conversations from linemen that said they were rejected and, their offer to help was rejected. And they're sitting at home instead of being somewhere being productive. So right now, it's a lot of conspiracy theories going around and people don't know what's going on, but they do know they don't have any electricity. So right now, that's the situation in Gary, Indiana. Send a prayer up for Gary, Indiana and Northwest Indiana. If you have any friends and family in that area, try to check in on them. If you haven't heard from them in a little bit, this may be why. So like I said, if you can, find a way to check in on them, make sure they're okay. And that's the Gary, Indiana situation. For some reason, they're not showing us this on national media. So this video right here is going to end like all the other videos. Hit me up in the comments section and let me know how you feel about everything you have just witnessed.
Tell me how you felt about what just happened there.
And if you made it to this point in the video, you are my MVP.
It was a stone groove, my man.
I'm out of here.
Indiana power outages are still around 60,000 as of Thursday morning, but NIPSCO has an updated timeline on when power is going to be restored. Now, these are by midnight for each day. Thursday, it's Dyer and East Chicago. Friday, it's Griffith, Hobart, and Maryville. Saturday, Hammond, Highland, Cherville, and Whiting. And then Lake Station is expected to be restored Sunday, Munster on Monday, and then Gary and Portage on Tuesday. Thankfully, the humidity is at least low and the temperatures aren't too high. We're going to be in the 70s to around 80 degrees through the weekend and into next week.